Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl again, Rochelle, Rockstar Rochelle here on the beautiful platform. We're going live on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm waiting on Instagram to catch up with me. If it doesn't, that is okay. That's life, right? Oh, here we go. Let me see. Okay. Oh, it says we are live, but I don't see us going live. Um, okay.
It's technology. I did really enjoy that intro
Oh,
a
thank
lot.
you.
So I'm gonna take some notes from that and use that.
Absolutely. So you know what? While I'm figuring out, YouTube here, let's go ahead and I mean Facebook or Instagram. See, this is too many.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and let's just go ahead and dive in. You guys know, said no fluff, no BS here. We're real raw women. I was just telling Whitney, like in the online space, there's a million ways to make money online. There's a million ways to start a business. There's a million ways where you can stretch yourself to push out your comfort zone and do something that's like what you want to feel, right? That's the good thing. The bad thing is there's a million and one ways to do it, right? And so these interviews are showcasing real women and how they're freaking doing it. So Whitney, let us know, like, where were you when you before our business model, which is Enagic? I want to know the feels, like your
Yeah,
thoughts. Yeah, give it
yeah,
to me, girl.
yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, first of all, thank you so much. I totally botched our interview. And did the things wrong, but like we had such a good rapport. So thank you for like having me back. And yeah, I am a very feeling person. And that doesn't bode well all the time in the hospital.
I hear you,
But then it
sister.
does, right? Because you are showing compassion to those who are sick. And so I had done a breathwork teacher training because it just spoke to me. The first class I took, I was like, this is it. I'm going to be a breathwork teacher, blah, blah, blah. And then I had a friend tell me to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, like just a random friend who happened to be in Australia too. There's this weird Australia water, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he was like, if you're going to be a business owner, you're going to want to read this book. And so I read the book. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to find a way to make passive income. Like, how do I do that so I don't get burned out teaching breath work? And like how do I leverage my breathwork business? And I don't have enough experience to like make a course yet because I just started.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, he mentioned like ATMs and there was like vending machines. That was like
Oh
another like,
yes.
low cost way to invest and make your money work for you. And I was like, okay. So I was on the lookout. I sent that energy out and
Open hand, open heart, right?
right. Yeah. Like what's seeking you is see. And anyway, there's some really cool stories there too, because in my breathwork teacher training, I
Yeah.
got a little sticky note that said, water is going to be your biggest teacher. And this was like months and months before I ever found out about the water
Mm-hmm.
in the business. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, this is weird. And the guy was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I wrote that because it didn't follow the guidelines of how we were going to write it anyway. And I was like, it's okay. I don't know what it means either, but I'm going to keep it. Right. And so then this opportunity is like comes across and
Thank you,
I'm
water.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, from a friend in recovery. And I just had she had already like kind of helped me with my breathwork business. And
Mm-hmm.
so I like trusted her. I already had that like trust with her built. And I was like, okay, what are you doing? What does it mean you just got 5 new clients? What do because she's also a somatics teacher.
Okay.
Um, and so we had a lot of those similarities. We're both sober. We're both teaching like a realm of healing
Mm-hmm.
that is not in the hospital.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, well, I just got this sticky note, 4 months ago that says something about water, and now you're saying something about water. And so like I think this is it,
Yeah.
like I had this like feeling, and I had no idea what Kangen water was. I
Right.
didn't care. I
Yeah.
didn't care. I saw the compensation plan and I was like, I'm in. And then I get these machines delivered and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no, what did I
Yeah.
go into? What did I do? And they're like, well, hook up your machine. And I was like, I don't
What?
Like, I don't want to, right? Like, there was so much resistance to
Mm,
change,
yes.
right? And like, I ended up falling in love with the water and like getting rid of every cleaning substance. I filled up a huge plastic like garbage bin that you put your
Mhm.
garbage out full
Yeah,
of chemicals, full of cleaning chemicals. I actually took back like probably like $60 worth of Costco cleaning items. Like they took them back. I was
of
like,
course.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Um, and replaced everything with the water. And that was monumental because I was actually very addicted to the cleaning products.
Right. Little
Because,
did you know.
I'm,
Little.
we work in the hospital, like don't want to get germs,
Yes.
and like my mom was a cleaning lady before she became a nurse. She
Yeah.
also was a nurse at age 50.
Yep.
And then she actually passed away. We talked about
Yeah.
this last time. She passed away from cancer very suddenly at age 62,
Mm,
which is another like thing on my radar, like, oh my gosh, my mom worked so hard to get her
yeah.
degree and she did it. But
Yeah.
then like she was so stressed as a nurse to find jobs that like fit for her, like she liked to work in recovery. She didn't want to work on the floors
Right.
anymore. And it was hard for her to get a like full-time job just because of the competition.
Right.
And it's like, oh my gosh, like she overcame so much. And then in the end, like died from cancer due to stress, I
Right.
believe. I
Yeah.
believe. And so yeah, this water just really spoke to me. The business structure spoke to me. It aligns with
Yeah.
like my ethical beliefs, like
Yeah.
as far as like, being in recovery, being an ethical woman, admitting when I'm wrong, and then like being able to be like, oh, you know what, I made a mistake here. And like this business is so forgiving,
Yeah.
right? Like it's so forgiving. It's
Right.
like
It
it's okay.
is. Yeah. Whitney, I've been chatting with a lot of women, and Whitney's gonna be like, she's like this is just a start of all our interviews. Again, give her a like. If I get 10 likes on any of these videos or and whole, we're gonna have her more for a longer interview, okay? Because she has a very good story to share. But if you see a common thread here, it's like before this business model came to us, we were open to something. We were looking, something was missing. We obviously come from different backgrounds, you know what I mean? And then it transforms us, it heals us. Like they say, like this business model, yeah, the money's great, but it's the healing that's like so is something we didn't expect, and it's so rewarding. So where are you now, Whitney? Like where are you located? Like where are you today because you said yes and because you like embraced an all in?
Well, I quit my job
Yeah.
6 months ago. Which was terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I worked there for 10 years. I was
Yeah.
a respiratory therapist for
Right.
10 years,
Yeah.
and I worked really hard for that degree.
Hmm.
I worked 10 years for the degree. And so that was, like, very nerve-wracking, and I just kinda dipped out. I was like, "Bye," there was
Hmm.
no, like, party for me.
Right.
I was just like, "I gotta go."
Yeah. Never
And,
came back.
like, I really that's when I, like, started my business.
Okay.
So, like, I'm like, "Yeah, you were kinda, like, dancing around, doing other things. You weren't really doing this business, like, the way it's prescribed," and I got serious, and I got 2 mentors. I really went crazy. I, like, enrolled in all of the, like, extra things that they provide,
Mhm.
on our platform, all the education. I really went all in and made my first sale and was like, "Okay, I can do this." And it wasn't even to somebody in my niche, but,
Right.
like, he's all in too, and he wants to do this business. And then, like, things just started unfolding and, like, really, really getting momentum. And now I'm in this, like, amazing container that feels really supportive, and it's called 100K in 60 days. If that doesn't, like, spark some interest,
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
like, yeah, and it just, like, the stories just keep coming, and just keeps the support just doesn't end. And
Right.
so yeah, I feel like I got a second chance.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to share, like what I pulled out from Whitney's story is that, you'll meet women and maybe a few men, pulling out some men out there if y'all want to come up, that there are women that are a couple steps ahead of us, and then also like many steps ahead of us. And then there's me who maybe a, Whitney, I'm not too sure what your ranking is, but like maybe I'm a few steps ahead of you. But then you know what? Okay. But then Whitney is definitely a couple steps in front of you, who's someone who's never like started, someone who's like being open. So it's just we borrow each other's beliefs, because the vision and the end game is there, because there's thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people across the world who are pushing for legacy. Whitney, I know, guaranteed you're going for legacy, right? Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's just an inspiration, and to show you just to start, because there's always someone a few steps ahead of you, and there's someone to believe in who's like more than several steps ahead of you. So we heard your story before, and like how you are today. So like how are you doing your business? I was telling Whitney, like, there's 101 ways to do things online, and that's a good thing. And the bad part is there's 101 ways to do things online. And I want to showcase that these are real people doing the real work, because if you want legacy income, if you want the passive, there is work. This is not like a overnight success stuff, because the work is not only like tactical, but it's also inner work. But like, so what is your how? Like someone who's like 6 months ago was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like, what is your day to day? Like, pain, like, let us know.
Yeah, so I was told that I can do this business with like not I don't have to like do this all day long, right?
Right.
Like I'm a mom, I have my kid half time, like every other week, and I want to give him my full attention. And so like I can do this business 2 hours before he gets up, and then when he's not here, I can do it for 4 hours a day and still gain traction, right? So like if you are like, oh, I don't want to go from, a 12-hour shift to another 12-hour shift sitting in front of the computer, which I would not suggest. I did sit in front of the computer for 8 hours the other day, and it was too much. It was just
Yeah.
too much. And so like what I get to do is just like share the water, reach out to people, which I was already doing. I was already commenting on people's stuff that I liked. I was already reaching out to people and talking to people about breath work and all that stuff. And so it's really like, you kind of get to pick your adventure.
Yeah.
You can do the, 8-hour days, and they have like a whole list of things you can do. You can do it in 2
100%.
hours. I
Yeah.
think they just made an hour, like an
Yeah.
hour a day, like to build your business and to make legacy income. And, you can keep your job or you don't have to keep your
Yeah.
job. Like
Yeah.
I just chose to leave because it was like healing for me to leave,
Mhm.
because it was hard for me to see what I saw every day,
Yeah.
but that might not be the case for everyone else.
Right.
And then, yeah, like I get up in the morning, I pray, I meditate, I give thanks, I have a gratitude list, and then
Yes.
I do like 15 minutes of like reading or, some sort of like self-help stuff.
Correct.
I've been really obsessed with Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. If you haven't read it, it's incredible. You can listen to it on Spotify, the whole book.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I make sure to get exercise every day. As you can see, my skin has like
I
improved
know
a lot.
you're glowing, girl. I since the last
Mm,
time I chatted with you.
I'm telling you, it's more than just like the water
It
itself.
is.
It's everything that like it's
Comes with
just everything. It's a
yes.
whole different energy
Right.
level.
And
Um,
there's a
yeah.
reason why this company's been around for 50 plus years. Like, imagine the thousands, maybe possibly hundreds of thousands of people whose lives have been impacted and changed, whether it be a glowing skin or, you know, being able to live a lifestyle that they truly dream of. So thank you for sharing with that. Like, just doing the work, right? Literally just doing the work. Do your checklists. Again, we do have checklists, if you are a checklist kind of person, because us healthcare people are checklist kind of people. But yeah, it is, I love that. It is choose your adventure kind of way. And if you keep showing up every day and doing the work, you will get to your final destination, right?
Woo, woo. Yeah.
Right? You didn't share, so, like, so where are you, like, people want more of you. I'm gonna drop your
Right.
socials down below. Where are you located?
I am in Bend, Oregon. So It's it's small, but it's, you know, a
You
lot
know
of
what?
people are moving here.
I actually have one of my close nursing friends. She wants to retire there, and then I think my daughter, she wants to go to Oregon for whatchamacallit,
College?
spring break, and I mean not spring, like spring um
Mhm.
holiday, and she wants to do hikes. So I'm gonna have to
Mm.
chat offline because I was thinking of like, well, you want to do Portland? He's like, no, it's two cities. She's like,
Come here.
I was gonna say there's an area called Bend, Oregon that like my friend always talks about, but then now you just nailed it right there. I'm
I'll
like,
take
okay,
her on a
that's the
hike.
universe saying you got to be open to it. That's the universe saying yes, you're in the right direction, Rochelle. We're going to Bend, Oregon.
Yes, yes, yes. The nicest people live here, I swear.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, friends. So again, give these videos a big like. I'm gonna have a bonus giveaway question in the comments, so you can get in, and it'll be on Friday, and I will announce the winner. And if we get 10 likes on all the videos, we'll hear more of Whitney, her story about recovery, burnt out, her story about being an RT in the hospital, and like where she is now. All right. So
Woo-hoo.
have a beautiful, blessed day, guys, and we will see you. Bye.
Bye.